Hello, everyone. This is from Milwaukee to Nashville. I'm Daniel Goodham, and over there is John Lewandowski. I apologize for not being. Before we get into the show. I'm getting ahead of myself here, but I'm apologizing. I had a stomach virus since Tuesday, a bug. It's been beating up my whole house. So I thank John for running this while everyone in my home and me recovers.
You,
Yesterday I was really close to doing a show, but I just didn't have it in me. Today I'm here. I went to the Admirals game, red alert. uh, that's the red. um, but as you can see, there's been some changes. Thank you to the Admirals for this beautiful, beautiful gift. They gave it to us at our season ticket holder party. Most of the team signed it. I didn't get a chance to get everybody. Um, and those I did want, I thank them for getting. By the way, as you can see, you can find our social medias now, because you can actually read our names. I'm trying to do better over here. Just know we're probably going to be mailing it in the rest of the season this year. As far as the Preds go, they're pretty much toast and burnt toast at that.
know,
As far as the Atlanta goes, it looks like they are out as well. So the only team that's going to make the playoffs is the Admirals. Yay.
barring a huge implosion, knock on wood.
The Admirals in that case are magic number is 7. If they beat Manitoba, their magic no if they win, man, they can clinch by the time they get him back. Their magic number 7, they got 6 on the board, and all it takes is Manitoba and Iowa to lose once. And if that's not good enough for you, we can clinch at home on Tuesday, the 25th. So, for what that's worth, as far as the Admirals go for in that department. So, we're going to be giving you all the info we can now. All righty. All right. So the Admirals took on the Rockford Icehogs today. Unfortunately, they did not bring me beefaroo. Unfortunate. I walked past the bus and the driver was standing outside. I said, "Hey, y'all got any beefaroo?" And he said no. But he did chuckle. So gotta laugh out of the bus driver.
Yeah.
But let's get in it.
And before we get into it, let's not forget Hockey Locker. 2002 West Howard Avenue. You can call them at 414-800-7585 or visit their website at hockeylockermilwaukee.com. Thank you for sponsoring us. But as he said, let's get into this. So today, the Admirals, Icehogs, here we go. Shots on goal in the first period, Milwaukee outshoots Rockford 12 to 11. In the second period, Milwaukee outshoots Rockford 14 to 8. In the third period, Rockford outshoots Milwaukee 11 to 5. And in total, Milwaukee just edges out Rockford in shots at 31 to 30. Now on the power play, Rockford goes 0 for 2 with 8 minutes, 4 infractions, and Milwaukee goes 1 for 3 with 6 minutes, 3 infractions. All
Oh,
right. Are you going to take it?
yeah, I got scoring.
Okay.
Scoring in the first was Jake Lucchini on the power play with his 16th with an assist from Ryan Ufko, his 17th, and Cal O'Reilly, his 31st, who also yesterday played in his 1,200th professional game. We missed that, so I got you. Um, then at the 1941 mark, Jake Livingstone scores his seventh. Where you been creeping up on the goal numbers at? With an assist from Ryder Ralston, his 13th, and Mark Friedman, his 11th. Then in the second, the lone goal for Rockford, Aku Ratu, his 5th, with an assist from Kevin Korchinski, his 21st, and Samuel Savo, his 12th. All right. And so, other than that in this game, we have the rare Cal O'Reilly penalty holding. Now, I'm going to say this. If you're playing defense coming back over and you're going to cut a guy down and you're going to go over the side, you're coming in from the right, but he's left, you're coming in and you go up and over, you don't even touch him, but you just blow right by him. Poke check him, get all puck, and then call you for holding. I would be as animated as Cal was. To the point where even the goalie was cussing him out. All righty, your 3 stars on this game. Third star was Jake Livingstone with a goal. Second star was Drew Cabesso, stopping 29-31, and Matt Murray stopping 29-30. Both goalies had 29 saves. I will say this. I hope that Brent Sini is okay. He took a nasty bump in the first. Class act by Friedman. Friedman went and helped him off the ice, got him off the ice. His teammates just stood there. Not even going to get into that part, but it just shows how good of a guy he is, and that was cool to see. But like I said, I wanted to make sure that this was known. Hope Brett Sini is okay.
Yeah.
Don't want to see nobody get like they're all working towards one dream, and that's playing in the end. And you don't want to see nobody's dream get crushed this late in the year. Especially since that looked like a knee injury, because it looked like knee on knee, and then he just slid into the Lord's knee first. It just didn't look good. So I hope he's okay. Coaching staff for Rockford is a bunch of former Admirals. Former Admiral Mark Eaton and Rob. Mark Eaton. The assistant coach is former Icehog Rob Klinkhammer. Assistant coach Josh McNeven, and goaltending coach is Matt Smith. Admirals coach is Carl Taylor, assistant coach Matt Donovan, and Greg Rollo. Attendance at the UW Panther Arena was 9,444. I'm sure it was more than that. But congratulations to that. And I just wanted to really quickly say thank you to the Admirals for all the work that they do with the Wisconsin Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
That's always awesome every year. I get touchy because like my sister was there a lot. I was there a lot. My kids go there for certain things. But they have developmental issues, so the Children's Hospital there does a great job. So it means so much to me to be able to give back. So bought 6 tickets for tonight's game just so that I could give back. Then $3 from every ticket went to Children's Hospital. The $5 of that went to paying the rent. The Admirals always do a great job with the community, but this one's one of those ones that's special to me. And to a lot of people, it does. Like, there's a lot of people. I'm sure John's been at the Children's Hospital here more than a handful of times.
Can't remember.
So, not that we want to give our medical background, but just saying how important it is to us. All right, so we do have another part in our show since we only have one game tonight, and we're running out of time. And with the playoffs already starting in the National League and the Swedish Hockey League, it'd be a good time to wrap up the regular season for some of these leagues. First off, I wanted to give a great, cool, really cool shout out to Aiden Fink, Penn State University, 52 points. He set the university record in points for a season. Congratulations. He is now the sole record holder and is one of the leaders in the Hobie Baker running with Cole O'Hara, who is another Nashville prospect. Just thought I'd put that out there before we got into this. With college coming to an end, with March Madness and the Frozen Four coming, I wanted to give some love to the college kids because those guys, they worked their butts off. But let's get into it. Victor Noringer, he had 58 points in 55 games, good for over a point per game, plus 20. 24 goals, 34 assists. Aiden Fink, 37 games played, 23 goals, 29 assists, 52 points. Joey Willis, 44 games, 27 goals, 24 assists, 51 points. Cole O'Hara, 38 games, 22 goals, 29 assists, 51 points. Tanner Molendyke, defenseman, he plays in the Western Hockey League. From the looks of it, 47 games played, 45 points, 8 goals, 37 assists. He did have an injury, so that did keep him out for a little bit. Gunnar Wolf-Fontaine, Ohio State, 38 games played, 16 goals, 23 assists, 39 points. Much better of a year for him than the years he's had in the past. I think he was even at Northwestern. It was just bad for him. Matthew Wood out of the University of Minnesota, 38 games played, 17 goals, 21 assists, 38 points per game, plus 20. Tanner Molendyke was also a plus 20. Cole O'Hara, plus 22. Joey Willis was a plus 9. Aiden Fink was a plus 18. Defensively, stout this team, in the system will be, I guess. Unless you're Hiroki Gosick, but we'll get there. Simeon Tishikov of Volgograd Minsk in the KHL, 65 games played, 17 goals, 21 assists, 38 points, plus 28. Miguel Marquez of Lethbridge Hurricane, 28 games played, 14 goals, 23 assists, 37 points, plus 5. Hiroki Gosick with the Kelowna Rockets. Western Hockey League, 58 games played, 35 points, 19 goals, 16 assists, minus 24. We get the first Admiral, Ozzy Weissblatt. The next 3 are Admirals. So we're going to be doing Admiral stats in here as well. As we're getting down to the end of the season, I do add those in. Ozzy is a fan favorite here. He is loved. We hope one day that Nashville, when he gets his chance, will adopt him and love him. Ozzy, we love you.
Mhm.
He had 14 goals, 20 assists, and 34 points plus 8. He has played phenomenal for Milwaukee this year. Jake Lucchini, 58 games played, 16 goals, 17 assists, 33 points, minus 11. Kemmel, I'm just kidding. Joachim Kemmel, he had 53 games played, 13 goals, 19 assists, 32 points, minus 16. Igor Shurin, our first round pick list just this last year in the KHL, 39 games played, 14 points, plus 9. In the MHL, 12 games played, 17 points plus 10. Kiefer Bellows, he is currently in Nashville, has 29 points in 41 games. Teddy Stiga, Boston College, 34 games played. 13 goals, 16 assists, 29 points plus 13. Jesse Ullinen, new guy. 7 games already. He has 3 points and is a -2. Denisenko, he has 11 games. He has 3 assists, -1. Kalen Lind with the Red Deer Rebels of the Western Hockey League. He has 34 games played, 11 goals, 15 assists, 26 points with a +3. Ryder Ralston with the Admirals this year in 41 games has 11 goals, 13 assists, and has a +7. Ryder Ralston, I do believe that is a career high. That is the highest of his adult hockey career. He is projected
Okay.
around 31 points. If I wanted to add into this, the leaders in statistics for the Admirals that are not under contract, Hal O'Reilly, 56 games played, 10 goals, 31 assists for a +11. He is also our alternate captain. Do you want to know what's funny?
Oh,
Vinny Hinostroza was so good with the Admirals in 26 games, he had 33 points.
oh wow.
Um, so then you have Andrew Gibson, Sioux Greyhounds, Oshawa Generals, 24 points, 9 goals, 15 assists, +17. Really good for a defenseman stat. To be over +10. Ryan Ufko in his first year as a pro, 60 games played, 7 goals, 17 assists, 24 points, -1. Felix Nielsen, he's playing for Rogel BK right now. They are in the playoffs. They play tomorrow at 1 o'clock on Flow Sports if you want to watch. And they play Rolanda,
Uh,
who David Edstrom is on. He has 7 games played, 7 goals, 12 assists for 19 points, a +13, and 39 games played. Man, you've been everywhere. Viggo Gustafsson, he has 45 games played, 3 goals, 16 assists with a +3. He had 19 points. Jeremy Hensel with the Atlanta Gladiators this year. He has 19 points. He is a -19. Atlanta hasn't really had the greatest season, but he has had 3 goals, 16 assists. It has been a very good bright spot for them. Then up next, you got Kevin Graval. He has 50 games played, 18 points, 4 goals, 14 assists. He may not put up the points every night, but that plus-minus is a 0. That means that he will do whatever it takes to keep that puck out of his net. Eric Falson, the University of Minnesota, 29 games played, 3 goals, 15 assists, 18 points +7. Isaiah Walther of the University of Vermont, -2. Kasper Kulanumi of Escapu Liga, -4, 17 points, 11 assists, 6 goals, 47 games. Ben Stride, University of North Dakota, formerly the Sioux. Sorry, I had to ruffle feathers.
mhm.
37 games played, 8 goals, 8 assists, 16 points, +5. Andre Pavel, since joining the Admirals, 31 games played, 6 goals, 8 assists, 14 points. That is dumb. That is more than triple what he had in 14 games with Colorado, where he had 2 points and a -7. He is a +7 with the Admirals. Reed Schaefer in 19 games had 14 points and a +5. He will not be back this season unless the Admirals make the conference finals. And that's a stretch. Simon Knack, Hockey Club Davos, they were just eliminated from the playoffs today. 44 games played, 8 goals, 5 assists, 13 points, +4. Stastny is with the Nashville Predators at the current moment, along with Del Gaizo here. They're right next to each other. 22 games played for the Admirals, 2 goals, 11 assists, 13 points, +3. It was good to see Stastny back after whatever he was dealing with. That wasn't our business. It was just better to let him, deal with it.
Yeah.
Del Gaizo, 30 games played, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points, +10. Jake Livingstone, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points, +10. Fedor Svechkov, currently with the Nashville Predators, 13 games played, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points, +3. Mark Friedman with the Admirals has 6 points. Guess what? In 20 games with the Abbotsford Canucks, he had 6 points. Luke Reed is done with hockey in the NCAA. I doubt Nashville takes a stab at him, but we'll see what happens. 35 games played, 1 goal, 11 assists, 12 points, -7. Oof. Anton Olsen, a Luco out of Liga. That is 51 games played, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points, 0 on the +/-. Chase McLean, Colorado College, 33 games played, 5 goals, 5 assists, +1. You were with, where are you? I believe you're with Nashville. That is Jordan Osterley. He did play with the Providence Bruins, 9 games. He had 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points, -3. Blankenberg's 13 games, 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points, 0 on the +/-. Vladislav Yermenko out of Metallurg, Magnitsgorsk. 34 games played, 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. He is injured, according to the little mark here. Adam Ingram. Why? It's spelled differently. So I'm going to pronounce it differently. It's Ingram. South St. Cloud State University, NCAA. 29 games played, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points, -4. Dylan McKinnon out of the Moncton Wildcats of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. He had 53 games played, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points, +16. So you're telling me that's actually a really good stat.
Yeah.
Mateer, his first year pro, 38 games played, 6 assists, 5 +5. Mateer has improved. I like what I saw. I'm very confused on that part, but we'll get there. LaRue is voided because I did that in an earlier show. Willsby is voided, did that in an earlier show. Austin Roast, you have been kind of a hard man to find. You're here, then you're not here, then you're in Everett. Where are you? But wherever you may be, you have played 5 games for the Everett Silvertips and had 4 points with a +2. Luke Prokop in 28 games had 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points, and a +3. He has done quite a lot better as well. Navin Mutter, he had a birthday just this last week. He had 32 games played, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points, -7. Suter Mazzuti out of the RPI, it's the Rensselaer Polytech Institute. In the NCAA, 10 games, 2 goals, 1 assist, -7. Jordan Freshka hasn't played. Don't know why he didn't play, but hasn't played. Goalies. Matt Murray, 34 games played for the Admirals. 2.21 goals against average with a 92.8 save percentage, 2 shutouts, 29-10 record. Jacob Mulata of the Cape Breton Eagles out of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, 37 games played, 3.23 goals against average with a 90.2 save percentage with a 17-13-5 record. He had 1 shutout. Magnus Corona played 27 games for the Admirals with a 2.90 goals against average, so under 3, with an 89.9 save percentage with an 11-10-4 record. Juha Gakola for Kalpa in Liga, 28 games played, 2.46 goals against average with an 88.6 save percentage with 2 shutouts with a 12-9-7 record. Konstantin Volkov has played 12 total games. He went 0-7 with a 4.31 goals against average with an 85.7 save percentage. Yuck. Well, I can say you're never getting signed. But if we want to talk about some of the guys the Admirals have found diamonds in the rough, we got Chase DeLeo, 22 games, 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points. Anders Bjork, 24 games, 4 games played, 4 goals, 24 games played, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points, +8. Scott Reedy, 25 games played, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points, +1. Kevin Wall, 41 games played, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points, -6. Alexander Campbell, who is currently with Atlanta, 18 games played, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points, +3. Chad Nychuk, currently with Atlanta, 20 games played, 4 assists, so 4 points, +6. Isaac Ratcliffe been hurt since the earlier part of the season. He's hoping to be back, but he said it's sketchy. He had 3 points with a +4. Turner Ottenbright, 37 games played, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points. As I said, Freshka never got to play. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Oh yeah, Kyle Marino. That's what I've been looking for. Marino, 55 games played, 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points, +7. That is a career high for Marino. Um, 100. Okay, I'll read this off. 55 games played, 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points, which is a career high for him, whether it be in the E or the A. He went to the University of Alaska Fairbanks. 129 penalty minutes, +7. Last season with the Wolves, he was a -12 with 4 points in 65 games. The year before with Henderson, he was 50 games, -15. And the year before that with the Wolves, he had -3 with 2. He did play for the Idaho Steelheads that year for 20 games and had 10 points. Or sorry, 19 games and had 10 points. Um, he was also so I mean there are certain things there. There's nothing to hate about this man if he's on your team. Um, but overall, how's the system? What do you think of the system at the current moment?
I think there's a lot of good pieces, but um, I mean, I think some players have just outright had a bad season this year, and that happens. Yeah, but I like the way the system is trending. Um, they're getting production out of players that they want developed. Um,
That
and
doesn't
like you said, they've been good at finding,
do.
right. And they've been good at finding diamonds in the rough. However, that's just seems to be a thing with this organization year after year.
We're really good at that.
Yeah.
Which we that's the scouting department.
Yep.
That's that scouting department, finding guys like your Van Gilders, your Genoes, your um nobody knew who Victor Arvidsson was when he came through. There was just a bunch of diamonds in the rough that come through and nobody knew who they were till they got there. And then once they were there, they just shot off like a rocket.
Yeah.
So like, even this year with Marino and with Cal,
Right.
like Marino was a nice ad to give. We didn't know how long we would have LaRue. LaRue was destined to play in the end.
Yeah.
Um, and that's my thing. Nashville, your future's bright. It's just you got to be patient right now. I know that sounds like easy coming from us, but understand we want to win too. Your success is our success. If we're putting players on your team, that makes us successful. Our development beyond us is so important to us.
Right.
And for whatever reason, I'm not going to get too much into it because I don't want to ruffle any feathers the wrong way. But it just seems like guys this year are coming back broken, and we got to fix them. Um, and I don't know where this is going or where it's come from, but we'll get there. Um, but continue.
Oh no, that was basically it. I would like to see with the draft coming up and the amount of picks we have this year, I would I would like to see them maybe be a little more aggressive, and because we have so many picks, maybe trade up if needed for a player they know will fit the system.
And even if it's not fit the current system, the system you want to build. And
Right,
and that and to that point, that's what Trotz's job is.
right.
And from what it looks like is we want a grit two-way team. We don't want to put the puck in the net, apparently. So go get a defenseman. Our defensive pool is starting to get a little thin. I'm just kidding. Do not draft a defenseman in the first round. Wait, you have 3 picks. Use one of the later ones. No, I agree there. I mean, I'll keep an eye on it for me.
Yeah, I know. We're about two and a half left.
All right, thank you. Oh boy, I cannot read. I cannot read. All right, so we have three firsts, 2 seconds, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and 2 6, no seven. I could see us moving one of the seconds and probably one of the firsts to move up,
Yeah.
like into the middle of the draft. If not trading both of Tampa Bay's picks there. Um, we have their second and their first. So, how they do in the playoffs will affect that pick. Same thing with Vegas. So, I will be watching the playoffs from a distance. The Preds have right now open in cap space 4.7 million. That is going to be a nice cushion to have going into a good increase. John, you said the salary cap next year is to go up a pretty good chunk, right?
Yeah.
Okay. With that scheduled to go up a pretty good chunk already with what they're doing, they got 4 million coming off the books. Actually, 4.5 million coming off the books. They are picking up 2 million on Saros. They do have to sign in Delgaizo and Andreas England if they want to. Bellows, Verada, Evangelista, all need contracts.
1 minute.
Uh, Beyond that, oh, and they pick up 1 million on Duchesne as well. So they pick up 3 million in contract, gain four, so they gain 1 million in that department as well. So they'll be going in with almost 6 million in open cap, and then the cap's going up by 5.
Yeah.
So, all righty. Thank you all for watching. We are under red alert. See you.